Good evening and welcome. You're watching Q News, and here are the top stories for this hour. Egypt has announced sending a significant shipment of medical and humanitarian aid to Lebanon. The shipment has arrived at Rafik Hariri International Airport in Beirut. This delivery is part of Egypt's ongoing support for the Lebanese people amid difficult circumstances. The Egyptian ambassador in Beirut has been directed to receive a medical aid shipment. He also noted that the directives from the Egyptian president in this regard are widely appreciated by the Lebanese people. "704 Israeli raids on the Baalbek Hermel Governorate and Bekaa Valley have so far killed 282 and wounded 777. Israel has been focusing on bombing civilian homes and deliberately committing massacres against residents, as seen in the city of Baalbek and many villages in the district. Buildings adjacent to international and main roads have been cut off or obstructed in order to sever the connection between towns. Hezbollah has announced its engagement in clashes with Israeli forces along the Lebanese border. Hezbollah reportedly targeted an Israeli infantry force attempting to advance and force them to retreat. Hezbollah also claimed that a large explosion hit advancing Israeli forces, resulting in casualties. The Israeli occupation forces have launched heavy airstrikes on the southern suburbs of Beirut. The neighborhood of Shuaifat al-Omra was target after evacuation warnings from Israel. Lebanese local media reported that 12 strikes hit the southern suburbs last night. Israeli media has reported the interception of 3 rockets fired from Lebanon. They added that 2 other rockets landed in open areas. In response, Israel's Home Front Command advised residents of Kiryat Shmona and surrounding areas to stay close to bomb shelters. Israel has launched strikes at Lebanon's northern city of Tripoli and assassinated a Hamas leader. This marks the first time that Israel has struck the city. Israel has expanded its strikes on Lebanon in recent weeks after nearly a year of exchanging fire. The Israeli military has not yet commented on the strike. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has arrived in Damascus to discuss regional developments and bilateral relations with Syrian officials. The foreign minister's visit to Damascus follows his visit to Beirut yesterday. Araghchi's visit to Lebanon was the first official visit since the assassination of Hezbollah Secretary General Nasrallah and the recent intensification of air raids across the country. In a recent statement, Lebanese Industry Minister George Beshushkian called on the international community to exert pressure on Israel to halt its ongoing military operations in Lebanon. He emphasized the necessity of a diplomatic resolution, asserting that such a solution is critical within the framework of established international resolutions. The minister highlighted the importance of UN Resolution 1701, describing it as a fundamental condition that both Israel and Lebanon must adhere to. He lamented that the issue of a ceasefire has been overlooked, but stressed that it remains a crucial and pressing concern. The minister's remarks underscore Lebanon's urgent appeal for global intervention to address the escalating conflict in the region. United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken has announced nearly $157 million in humanitarian aid for Lebanon. Blinken said that this assistance aims to support both displaced people within Lebanon and the communities hosting them. He added that the aid will provide emergency food, shelter, hygiene kits, water and sanitation services. And that's the top stories for this hour. Stay tuned for more updates here on Q News. Thanks for watching.